Hey everybody, how's it going? Alex here, and it's time for another demo. So today we're going to take a look at a simple automation for a click-to-call workflow where I'm going to be able to click on a given person. That will trigger my soft phone. We're going to be using Airtable for this. As soon as the call is done, I'm going to get an interaction straight into my database, an interaction record with the recording of the call and a transcription of the call. I'm going to first show you around like a quick demo of how the whole thing works. Then we're going to take a look at the database structure. And finally, we're going to do a tour of how this is all set up in make.com. And yeah, maybe finish off with another final demo. That's it for the moment. Let's get started. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to put myself down here in the corner and I'm going to click on Mike at example.com, Mike Rose. The phone right here, this is Amazon's call center phone. So I'm just going to use this for demo purposes. So let's begin. Click the dial. As you can see, without even trying, the system worked.
Hi, welcome to Amazon Customer Service. I'm here to help you, first by finding your account, then by asking you a few questions to get the right help. Just so you know, this call may be recorded to provide you with the best support. Let's verify your account so I can better help you. We can do that through a text message, and it only takes a second. I've got your phone number pulled up here. Can I send you a text message to verify your account?
No, thank you. I need to do a demo of this video for YouTube.
Verifying your account will expedite the time it takes to resolve your concern.
And that was a typical conversation that you could have over the phone. Now, the system, it's going to take a few seconds, but it should create an interaction right here in the related interactions cell or field, whichever way you want to call this, and we should see it pop up any minute with the customer, the date. There we go. The recording is now here, and we also should have the call transcription over there. It takes a little bit of time. Here we go. And excellent. This is the transcription of the call. Hi, welcome to Amazon. No, thank you. I need to do a demo of this video for YouTube. Yeah, so there you go. That's the call transcription. And we also have the call recording.
Without even trying, the system worked. Hi, welcome to Amazon Customers. Just so you know, at your phone number.
Excellent. So that's it. That's the demo. Let's take a look at how the database is designed and take a look at how to set up this automation. So the database design for this project is super straightforward. We only really have two tables that we care about, and these are customers, where we have all of our customers lined out. We have our click to dial checkbox. We have some order items. Check out that other video that I've done for the van delivery management system. You're going to be surprised about how interesting that can be. And then we also have our separate link to interactions, to the interactions table, where I can see all the interactions for that person. Now in the interactions table, I also have a name, which is just a formula that concatenates the customer, then a space pipe space string, and then just formats the date of the interaction. Obviously the link back to the customer, the date of the interaction, some notes that you might want to enter in later on, the call recording file itself, and the call transcription as soon as it arrives from the system. So yeah, that was the design of the database. Let's go straight into the automation part of this. Let's get this done. Okay, so there's basically two automations that are taking place. The first automation is the one that actually creates the call and or triggers the call to happen. The second automation is the one that deals with after the call is finished. It processes that recording, pushes it into Airtable, and finally updates that interaction record with the transcription. So the first automation is very simple. Let's take a look at this. And I've called it here a start click to call, where we have a matching condition trigger in the table of customers. When click to dial is checked, then run a script. This is our typical script that we've used in a lot of our videos so far, where we basically have this boilerplate script. We have our webhook that is given to us by make.com. So you basically create a webhook module, and you copy this address, you paste it right here. You need to then create an input variable, call this a record ID exactly as you see it right here, and then just map using this blue button the Airtable record ID like so. And that's it for the trigger. As soon as that happens, then it's time for Make to perform a couple of things. So first of all, we have the webhook module as I described it earlier. The first thing that basically occurs is that the webhook is receiving the record ID for that particular person, for Mike Rose in this case. Then we're getting that client, so we're getting Mike Rose, as you can see. And the next thing that we need to do is we need to create an Aircall make API call, where here we need to input the user ID. I mean, you need to essentially input this URL, but change this URL part with your user ID. You can find that in the settings of your particular user in Aircall. And then finally, you need to basically set this as post, although if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be preset as is, like that. Then you need to create this little JSON text, which is super simple. It has to look like this. Use the number ID from Aircall, and then for 2, just map as a string the phone that you've picked up from right here from the client. And don't forget to close that curly bracket, that JSON string. And that's it. Just a couple of pieces of text and we're basically ready. So that will perform the call. Let's try that. And as you can see, that instantly starts to ring. So yeah, that was...
Hi, welcome to Amazon customer service. I'm here to help you, first by finding your account, then by asking you a few questions to get the right help. Just so you know.
There we go, I've dropped it. So, perfect. Next, what we need to do is we need to deal with what happens afterwards. So this is the other automation that you need to set up. Again, it's super simple, it's nothing really too difficult. First of all, we have a Aircall watch calls. Aircall watch calls, where is it? Watch calls trigger. Now here, what you need to do is you need to basically press add, choose the right account, and then choose call ended as part of your events. Press save. I've already done that before, so yeah, call ended and press OK. That's how you set up this trigger. Next, you need to set up a quick little variable. I've called this variable A, where we're basically replacing some weird symbols that come up from the watch calls module. We're basically stripping out any weird symbols from the phone that comes in, and more specifically, if you can see raw digits, you see how it comes up with like there's a plus, there's a space in there, there's a dash, there's another dash. So we're basically making sure using this variable that all of that data is cleaned up so that we can use it next for search number. You could technically take all of this and basically paste it in here like so, but I've noticed that sometimes it's better to clean your data before actually creating a query in Airtable. So yeah, keep that in mind. I'm going to cancel out of that. But yeah, the next step is to perform a search in Airtable because we're basically looking for that person. We're based on that number. So all I have to do is just use my base, customers, and then phone, the phone field should equal the phone number that I extracted. The next thing that I'm doing here is I'm just making sure that total number of bundles is not equal to 0. In other words, Airtable has found that person. Only then will it proceed to create an interaction record. Again, I'm just creating an interaction record. I'm mapping the customer that I found earlier. I'm putting in the date. I'm uploading the call recording based on the call recording right here. And yeah, that's it for the moment. Next, I'm setting the system to sleep for 3 seconds because I want to give Airtable enough time to process and fully upload that file, that recording file. Mind you, Aircall will, like this link that you typically get, Aircall will only have this live for, by default, maybe half an hour or something like this. So it's not really going to last long. Therefore, we need to upload that file somewhere. And in my case, I'm uploading that to Airtable. Next, like I said, I'm setting the system to sleep a little bit so that Airtable processes that data. Next thing that I'm doing is I'm getting that interaction again. I'm recalling this created interaction again over here because I want to get the pure processed call recording that has been, let's say, solidified in Airtable. And I'm just getting a file. So I'm using an HTTP module, get a file, and I'm just mapping the URL from Airtable right here. Where is it? Call recording, URL, and that's basically that. And press OK. Then I'm going to use the begin transcription module from Eden.ai. Here I am. I think it was called Transcription. It's this transcript audio file into text. So that's the module. Super easy to set up. Just get your Eden.ai API key right there for the connection, and then map the HTTP GET file from here. I have tested a bunch of these, and the one that I've tested all these providers, and the one that I'm actually most impressed by in terms of quality has been DeepGram. So you can experiment with this a little bit, but I have liked DeepGram so far with my testing. And just set your language, or you can set it to auto detection, but it's good to actually set your language. Press OK. Then again, the system has to wait a little bit. So in my case, I found that 7 seconds for a few minutes of text is plenty. So 7 seconds worth of sleep so that Eden.ai can process the transaction is plenty. Then we have to get audio transcription, which is another module here in Eden.ai. And all you have to do is just map this public ID from the transcription, from the previous, number 13, module number 13. Once that's done, next, all you have to do is just update a record. In other words, we want to push that transcription text, which comes from here, from results and text, back into the transcription module. So now let's take a look at one final demo, and we'll wrap this thing up. Okay guys, one final demo, let's do this. So I'm going to push click to call. We'll see how that starts the call. Here we go.
Hi, welcome to Amazon Customer Service. I'm here to help you, first by finding your account, then by asking you a few questions to get the right help.
Now we are waiting for the call to end officially, or at least the webhook to trigger on Aircall's side. It should take a few seconds. Here we go. So it created the interaction. Now it sleeps for 3 seconds. It begins the transcription. We need to wait for the transcription to fully propagate. And instantly, here is that third and final interaction. So yeah, that was it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.